all right? Something weird happened yesterday that now people are trying to explain to me why it happened, and I'm kind of like, I'll be honest, I'm not too happy with how yesterday went, but it has nothing to do with the game mechanics or anything. Allow me to explain. So yesterday, I tried Minnow, all right? And we went into, as usual, guide mode, learned some basics of Minnow, the fundamentals, went into combo trials, learned a few basic combos, you know, basic things, setups, all right? And then I said, okay, let's do it. Let's take Minnow online and let's play her. I go online, and it says, here's your placement matches. Now, it's done this with every character I've played so far. Okay, great. Match number 1, a high-ranked Dhalsim, who literally zones me. I don't even know really how to fight Dhalsim as it is, but now this Dhalsim is completely zoning me. I can't get in on them. How am I supposed to learn basic fundamentals of a new character I never used before if I can't even get near the enemy? So the first 2 matches are a complete waste of time. There's no way I'm going to learn this, right? Next match, I think, was a DJ. This DJ literally knew exactly how to fight Minnow. Every time I tried to do anything, stuffed, counter hit, stuffed. And I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird. These are supposed to be my placement matches, meaning essentially you should be playing a variety of fighters, not people who are, you know, obviously high-level people. These are their main characters. They know exactly what they're doing. They're completely dominating this character's moveset, who I don't even know how to use yet. So this is kind of weird. Then, around the middle of my placement matches, I think I played someone who maybe didn't know how to use or fight Minnow that well, and I ended up getting like a string of command throws. And with Minnow, the way it works is when you get a command throw, every time she lands one, they become more powerful. So it's like I land one, it does a good amount of damage. I land the second one, it does a giant amount of damage. I do the third one, it takes like a third of their energy bar. It's like insane. So I think the third person I beat, I like dominated. And then the fourth person was close, but I think it was like win, lose, win. So overall, at the end of my 10 placement matches, which was a mix, 2 of them was just like a spanking. I didn't even know what was going on. I got my ass handed to me. And the others were decent, but I'm learning the character, but I got a few wins. They say, oh, you're platinum 5-star rank. And I'm like, I don't know how to use the character. I got bodied at least half of my placement matches, destroyed. How the hell am I platinum 5-star rank? So what ended up happening was, I'm not kidding, like the entire first hour to hour and a half of playing Minnow was this. I go for a setup, they neutral jump right out of it, destroy me. I go to grab, jab, 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 beating everything. And what I ended up finding out was a couple things. First of all, there's a few factors here, all right? Here's factor number 1. The game's been out a week and a half. And this is the difference in the modern era versus back in the day when fighting games used to be released as new releases, okay? Back in the day, you didn't have people who were so obsessed with these games that they microanalyzed and utterly dissected them within a couple days of them being out, right? When a new fighting game used to release, it took a process of weeks to months for people to learn advanced strategies, combos, and the like. But what's happened now with modern fighting games is because they've become profitable, okay? Allow me to repeat what I just said. It's not because of hype, it's not because of popularity, it's because of profit. People now feel that if they can completely blow up a fighting game and just here's everything about it within a week, they're going to get views, they're going to get popularity, they're going to be able to go play in tournaments and destroy at tournaments and win the $1 million prize pool. It's all about the money. This is not how it used to be. It used to be a very fun, casualized environment where you could take your time slowly learning a game against everyone else. And no one was of this insane mindset that I must master this game within a few days. People had lives. They weren't just sitting around playing Streetfighter constantly, okay? So there weren't 5 zillion combo videos all over social media. There wasn't every single person streaming 24 hours for 4 days straight. You know what I mean? There weren't day 1 tournaments. It's nuts. It's just crazy how things have changed from back in the day, how things were with fighting games. You know, with the level of stuff we're seeing in Street Fighter 6 only a week and a half in, it would have taken 6 months for them to figure that out back in the day at minimum. But this is the difference between now and then. Now, everything has become a competition. Everything has become, you must know everything right away. We must destroy these games right away, rip them apart. So within a week, everyone knows everything, okay? So it's hilarious to me. Oh, I'm just going to pick a character for the first time. Okay, here we go. So I get a couple hits in, I could do like maybe 20-30% damage tops. If I make one mistake now against anyone in ranked, they punish my mistake for like a 60% damage combo. I want to repeat that. More than half of your life bar gone because you got hit once with every person you fight in ranked. This is not, a couple people. Everyone knows these extended dash cancel combos into super, into everything. It's like, what the fuck? Like, did you seriously just sit here for a week, sit labbing till you mastered this combo, and now you do it every match? It's ridiculous. And some of the things I've seen already, I mean, it's like, this is master level stuff, and they're doing it within a week. Now, listen. Some people are going to say, well, then you're just not good enough. You're right. I have not been a competitive fighting game player for a very long time. This is very true. And being out of the loop, I don't have that ability to pick up on everything as fast as probably most other people. It's going to be slow going for me trying to get better at Street Fighter. I mean, look, I'm still losing to basic drive impact implementations, right? I still haven't gotten the ability to just respond to drive impact on the fly. I'm trying, and I just get hit by it all the time, and it's annoying. It really is. When I'm trying to learn a new game and I'm getting beaten by a basic tactic. So, yeah, I have not sat with one character in the lab, practice combos till I got it down to a 60% punish combo that I can now execute every single round. Why? Because I'm trying to put out entertaining content for you guys, and that does not constitute mastering one character and being tournament ready. If that were the case, I literally would have picked one of these fast characters like Ken, Cammy, Jury, Guile, Chun-Li, DJ, Jamie. I would have used one of that kind of character. I would have just played that one character all week. That's it. You wouldn't have seen any of the variety. I've picked 8 characters so far. You would have seen one character. That's it. And everyone would have complained, oh, that's boring. And I would have said, fuck you. This is how you win in tournaments, right? And I would have just sat there learning that character, practicing constantly, get good mentality, and I would have had master level gameplay by now, dominating people online. And it would have been incredibly fucking boring because I'm making content to entertain my audience who likes a variety of content. I'm not making content to become a tournament level player. You understand? I easily could have just sat there and played with the same character over and over, but I'm not doing that. In fact, playing with a new character now, a week and a half in, is a setup for disaster. You know you're going to get bodied because most people playing ranked are people playing their main character and they know everything about the matchups and the character, right? I don't. I'm literally starting from square one every time I pick somebody new. So, that's number one. I think me using a new character at this point, we're going to see me getting spanked a lot. Until I learned the basics of said characters, I don't know how I'm going to hang when I don't know even setups to get to a point where there's a neutral game that there's options for my character while everyone else knows how to beat everything. Like literally with Minot, here's how bad it was. Mid-range. So what are her options? Command throw, mix up into command throw, hit string that's safe. If it hits, hit confirm into a combo, or neutral jump. Okay? Literally no matter what I did, I got stuffed. Go for a throw, jab, jab, jab. Okay? Or neutral jump over my throw, destroy me. Go for a setup. Oh, well, we know that that's not safe. Jab, jab through everything I do, combo. It was pretty bad. Like, there was even, like, things that the guide had said about Minot. They were like, oh, do this, do medium punch, medium kick. It sucks them in. It leaves them in neutral. Now you have options. Completely false. After you do that, they have options, but you don't. They can actually mash jab and beat anything you do before you can do it after that target combo ends. So, you know, these people have already learned the ins and outs of characters that I'm just starting to use, and they know how to dominate them. So it was kind of like that. I almost feel like the whole first 2 hours that I was playing Minot were almost a waste of time because I didn't know anything. By the end of the 2 hours, I had played a couple of Minots who were doing some mix-ups. Like, they have this hit string that goes into an overhead. You could dash cancel out of it, and now you have, like, an option with a combo or a throw. So I was starting to implement things by the end of the gameplay, all right? But totally admitting here, I got destroyed. Like, to give you some perspective, here's the chart of me only using characters for the first time. This is not representative of when I went back and I played again with characters such as Blanca, Lily, or Dalsim. This is just first time gameplay with each character, okay? I got utterly demolished using Minot yesterday. Like, completely destroyed. Look at that. Only 61 wins, 102 losses. That is an awful record. No one's going to dispute that. In fact, again, for these first time matchups, I've actually now lost more than I've won, and it's mostly because of yesterday, okay? But I'm not going to let this beat me. I'm not going to let this discourage me from continuing on and trying to get better and learning these characters. Truth is, even if there's a character that I suck with, at least having played with them once, at least I will understand the basics of said character. So even if I face them, I know what their options are. You need to at least understand each character to face them properly. So that'll be like, I'm playing Street Fighter 2, but I decided never to use half the cast. Well, how would you ever face them? How would you know exactly what their moves are and what they're capable of? You see, you need to. So even if out of the 8 characters I picked, I only end up playing with 2 in the future, that's still good because I learned about these characters when I did. It's not like this is a waste of time in any means, all right? But I will be honest, I was very disheartened yesterday trying to play with Minot and realizing it seems like ranked is not going to be very viable anymore just because everyone playing ranked is in that try-hard mentality of, this is my main. I've mastered every combo with this character. 60% punish on one hit. I know all your basics. I fucked them up by jabbing and counter-hitting. It's like, dude, I'm just trying to go punch, punch, set up, throw. And you're like, whoa, 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 60%, 70% combo, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, fuck, man. It ain't that serious, but for some people, I guess it really is. Again, this didn't used to be like this back in the day. Even Street Fighter 4, yeah, there were people who played the shit out of Street Fighter 4, but they didn't know this stuff so quick. They just didn't. They didn't learn that fast. It was like you had months to fuck around with Street Fighter 4 and have fun and try to learn fundamentals and basics with each character before people were doing master level shit. This is just, it's out of control these days how much people have just ripped apart these games in a scientific way, a medical way, in order to try to get so good at them so fast. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, this is my initial runs. However, in the overall scheme of things, and this, I refer now to a Google Doc that Game Checker is now using. Here's how it really went. So with Minot, they started me out Platinum 4-star ranking, which I never should have been. I should have probably been low Platinum or even Gold. There's no way I should have been in a high-level Platinum ranking. I had 23 match wins, 45 match losses. So I lost pretty much twice as much as I won yesterday. I definitely feel like, sadly, because of the way that now everyone is playing, it's going to be hard to ever do rank. So someone made a good suggestion yesterday. They said, here's what you should do. When you pick a new character now, still do their guides, still do their combo trials, but before you go to ranked, go to casual. Play casual, play matches for like an hour. At least get your bearings, right? Those matches, you're going to get a variety of players. Yes, you're going to get high-level tryhards. At the same time, you're going to get casualized players too. It's going to allow you to, at the very least, try out some things before you're in a ranked environment where everyone is using their main characters and just dominating, right? So I kind of think that makes sense. I think that what I should do moving forward is do that. Do casual first for a little bit, then jump into the ranked. It's funny because with all fighting games, I usually only play ranked. I almost never play casual play. This is the first fighting game where I've run into this problem only a week in, where it's impossible to play ranked at this point because of the way they've set up this game.